I get a lot to say in this video. Alright, I got a lot I want to get off my chest. I got a lot of truth that I want to speak, so let's get into it. When it comes to this world, right? It's a hectic place today, and it's only going in a direction where it is getting worse. Alright? I have a lot of reasons as to why nearly everyone is effed up in today's society. And I can't say every single person in this world is messed up, because there are the rare people out there that is getting it right. Whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're in a new relationship, I think you could be winning in any situation. It just depends on you. It depends on the person itself, and it depends who you're involved with, because you can be single, you could be winning. You could be in a new relationship, you could be winning, because you could be on your way to becoming married to this person, and it could be the right situation for yourself. You could already be married and have a successful marriage. All these things exist. And I just believe it does not matter which of these situations you're in. You have to choose to be winning, whether you're single, whether you're in a new relationship, whether you're talking to a new person, whether you're married. You have to make the decision to win. You have to win. Doesn't matter what your circumstances are, because most likely your current circumstances is out of your control. You can't control other people. You can't make people be the right person for you. You can't do any of these things. But you can control yourself. And I just believe a lot of people in today's world are not in control of themselves. They are not. And I was even one of those people that I always feel I had a good sense of reality, but lying is something I do not do, and I'm going to admit it. I was not always in full control of my own destiny, of my own life. I felt when I was younger I needed this person. Not need, but wanted them so badly, to the point where I didn't think I could be happy without them. So it's like you're already taken away from yourself. And I just feel you have to get over that hump as a man or as a woman. And it's not easy to do. You're not just going to come into this world and be strong and get all the knowledge and all these things. So I still got to take it a little bit easier on myself. I still got to take it a little bit easier on other people. But it comes to a point, and it comes to an age that you get to where things just start to become unacceptable. You get to a certain point and you must demand more of yourself. And I think a lot of people are screwed up today because they're just letting life happen to them. They're not making any changes. The way they see life, the way they see reality, it's distorted. The reason why so many people are messed up in today's world is because nobody is valuing each other. Not only are people not valuing each other the way they should be, they're not even valuing them damn selves. How can you value anybody else if you don't even value yourself? You have to value yourself first, is what you have to do. Because you can't value somebody else if you don't value yourself. You're not going to be good to somebody else, or at least as good as you can be to somebody else, if you're not good to yourself. You can't be. And I feel a lot of people in today's day and age are taking the easy way out. They want to use these apps. It's like Snapchat and stuff like this. Their snap score is hella high. They're talking to so many people, and nobody is special. They just want attention. They just want to talk to everybody else. They like to get the validation and attention. They like to feel important, and when they don't get it, they feel lost. They feel like they don't matter. They feel all these things, and it's because they don't value themselves. They're looking for other people to value them when they are not valuing themselves. You get what I'm saying? And this causes these types of people to not value other people as well. They're using other people to feel better about themselves. They're not valuing other people. This is why everyone is so messed up. And I'll say it again. When I say everyone, I mean majority of people, because there are very few people in the world today, a very small percentage of the entire world, that is actually getting it right. And it's because they bit down on their mouthpiece. They took the actions that they were supposed to take. They didn't just let life happen to them. They made life their bitch. They said, you know what, I'm going to take complete control of my own destiny, of my own life. I'm going to shape it and I'm going to make it however I want. And no one's going to stop me. I'm going to do everything I'm supposed to do. And I'm going to do a damn good job of it. And props to everybody who can do it right. Single, in a new relationship, married, divorced, whatever. You could be doing it right in any situation. You could be divorced as well. And you could be doing it right. Because you realized that was not the answer, the situation you were in. But you learned a lot. And now you know. So, props to everybody who is getting it right. You must get it right eventually. Because if you don't, you're going to live a miserable existence until you get it right. You could be happy single, you could be happy in a new relationship, you could be happy married, you could be happily divorced. You can be happy any way, in any situation you can possibly think of. You can find happiness. You can. And smart people will know that. Dumb people, people that I speak of in this video, would not agree. You can't be happy single, you can't be happy divorced, you can't be happy this, you can't be happy that. They are not happy themselves. They need other people to be happy. They are selling themselves short. Is what they're doing. And it might be harsh for some people to hear, but I cannot help that. I'm just telling the truth, like I always do. And it is the truth. You have to take responsibility for your own life, for your own actions, for your own thoughts, for your own everything. You have to take responsibility. You can't depend on anybody else to lift your mood. You can't depend on another person for motivation to lift your mood. You get done dirty, you can use that as motivation. You can use anything to your advantage that you want to. You could be in the worst situation in the world. You could be using that to your advantage. You hit rock bottom, use that to your advantage. Any bad thing that's ever happened to me, I turned it into gold. It does not matter what happens to me. And that's the mentality that I have. I hope something bad happens to me because I'm going to grow from that. I'm going to get better from that. I'm going to show that it cannot defeat me. I will defeat it. And there's not a damn thing, whatever it is that comes my way, is going to do about it. I'm going to defeat it. You cannot beat me. You can't beat me. You can't. You can try. You can do whatever you want. But you cannot beat me. Have fun, because I'm going to be here. And I'm going to be highly energetic. And there's not a damn thing you're going to do because I don't go away until I'm dead. That's the mentality you got to have. You got to be willing to go through whatever it takes to make life fair, because it is not fair. You have to make life fair. Nobody else is going to make life fair for you. No one's just going to come along and make your life. It's just not going to happen. It's got to be you. It's got to be you that makes the right decisions to put yourself in certain situations and positions that's going to better your existence. And you can do it. You can be smart. You can do whatever you want in this reality. But you have to do certain things. You have to stick to certain things. You need a certain type of mindset, and you have to stick with things that you tell yourself you're going to do. You make promise. You keep promises you make to yourself. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, you better damn well do it. You can't say you're going to get up in the morning, I'm going to do this today, and not do it. You can't make plans to hang out with somebody and then bail. Unless something very devastating happens that gives you the best excuse in the entire world to not do that. Because there's a lot of girls, I don't mean to attack genders, but I'm just going off of real stuff that really happens. So you could be talking to a girl and you could plan to hang out, and when the time comes, they're nowhere to be seen. And it's not because they actually don't want to hang out. They actually do. They would actually love to. But they're insecure. They're scared. When the time comes, they feel the pressure. When the time comes, they don't want to put themselves in that position. So these people, they don't keep promises they make to themselves. They tell themselves they're going to do something and they don't do it. It's a lack of confidence, and there's nothing else to it. If somebody didn't really want you, they wouldn't talk to you in the first place. If somebody is willing to talk to you, flirting with you over conversation, over text, over a phone, over anything, but when the time comes and they can't show up to hang out, what does that tell you? Insecurities. Low self-esteem on their end. And you know what? They can fix that by keeping the promises they make to themselves. Show up. So what? You're nervous. Go through that first 10, 15, 20 minutes. Because that's what they're scared of. They're scared of the initial meeting with them. Once you hang out, it's going to be all good. They're just that terrified to show up, to get in your presence. They don't want to look stupid. And I'm just using this situation as an example, because you must keep promises you make to yourself in order to fulfill your own life, in order to be a real person, because there's just too much fake shit going on. And it's these same types of people that want to, like I said, they don't value you. They just don't. Because they don't value themselves. It's not that they don't want to. They just don't even know how. They're so far behind in life, like everything is a game to them. They can't take anything serious. I can't take these people serious because they have no real value. They're all talk. When the time comes, they can't step up to the plate. And when it comes to me, when I say something, I'm going to do it. If I tell myself I'm going to hang out with a girl, I'm going to damn well hang out with a girl. There's not even a question of a doubt. When I tell myself, I got to get up today, I got to work a hard ass day at work, 9-hour day, wide open, I got to come home, I got to do more work when I get home, I got to go to the gym that day as well, I got to cook food, I got to prepare certain things, I got to do even more on top of that. I'm going to do those things. You keep the promises you make to yourself, unless you have a very valid excuse, because just sometimes freaky little things happen that stop you from doing those things. Let's say you plan to do a whole lot, everything I just mentioned, and let's say at the end of the day you still have like 1 or 2 things left to get done. You end up getting a migraine headache, but you usually always get things done. But this time, you know what? You get a migraine headache, you're overworked. You can take that break, you know? You can do that. When something very valid pops up, you have a valid excuse. But if you have it in you to do something and you don't do it, and you continuously, not just once, you continuously break those promises, you're creating low self-esteem within yourself. That's what you're doing. You're holding yourself back. You have to break certain barriers in your mind. Whenever your own mind is telling you, you know what, I don't want to do this, I would rather do this, you're taking the easy, weak way out. You're putting your own life on hold. You're putting everything on hold because you're not taking enough action. Action removes doubt. Action removes everything. Action will give you everything you've ever wanted in this entire life. And I just think that majority of the people in this world are messed up because of everything that I'm mentioning right now. I really believe that. And I believe people do not value each other enough. I believe everybody is using everybody. And like I said, when I say everybody, I mean majority of the population, a very high percentage. And there's very few people that are getting it right. The ones that are getting it right will be prosperous, will have a sickening amount of abundance, will have a lot of things. And a lot of people are going to get jealous because these are the low self-esteem people that are going to look at that person who's doing it right, and they're going to be jealous of the relationship or the marriage that they're in. They're going to be jealous of the amount of money they make. They're going to be jealous of what they get to do with their life to make money. They're going to be jealous of so many things about the car they drive, about the truck they drive. They're going to be jealous. They're going to be jealous of the vacations that they don't get to go on, but these people do. You know what I mean? And it's because these people are not creating it for themselves. But the few people that get it right, they're creating it for themselves. They're doing the right things. They don't beat around the bush. They do what it takes. And it's as simple as that. You just do what it takes. You're capable of doing it. You're not going to die. You're not going to die. You're going to continue to live. It's all a part of beating your own mind. It's all a part about beating that weakness that is within yourself. And there's too many weak people in this world. It's only getting worse. People are only making more money easier, and they're getting weaker because of it. And I don't think that correlates to everybody, because you can make easy money and still be very driven and things like this. But I just think the way the government is today, the way everyone's getting free money every couple weeks, even where I come from right now, there are people getting almost $1,000 check. Some people are every 2 weeks, and nobody wants to work anymore. All the laborers, all the people that are looking for people to work, no one is willing to work because people are getting such easy money today. People are getting weaker. People are getting needier. The world is not getting better. And you have all these morons who are just not valuing anybody, and they want to talk to so many different people. And they're the same people that cry on and on and on and on. Oh, why can't life be different? Why can't I just have this person? Why can't I just have that person? What are you complaining for? Become better yourself. Then you're going to attract a high value person, a high value man, a high value woman. You're going to attract a high value person. The reason why you can't have a high value person is because you know damn well right now you're not capable of having one. That's why. Because you are not that. And you know what? It's these same damn people that get a chance and an opportunity to actually hang out with one, to actually be with one, and they flunk it because they can't even show up. Because they're all talk. They can't get to the point. They can't make it to the dance. And they just keep living in this low self-esteem world. A rotation, telling themselves they're gonna fix something or do something or become better, and they don't. They want to preach like they do, and they never do. And me personally, I'm just sick of these people. Once I know someone is like that, I cannot talk to you anymore. I just can't do it. I can't take you seriously. So I'm not going to waste my time. You can go and get better. You can go and do whatever you want to do. Come back to me when you have better energy, when you're actually willing to do something. Because I am right here. I'm always prepared. I'm always ready for anything. I'm always ready for whatever makes sense for me. I'm ready. I'm always prepared. That's because I'm on point as a person. There's too many people in this world that are not on point. You gotta be a dumbass to not be on point, bro. You gotta be a dumbass, straight up. What are you waiting for? Just keep doing your best. These people don't want to do their best. They want to pretend like they're doing their best. They're not doing their best. They're not doing anything. And they want to keep living that easy, weak way of life. They want all the attention from everybody else. They want to use people for attention to cover up their own insecurities and their own flaws and everything else. And when they don't get the attention, they get mad. They get real mad. And it's hilarious. They'll turn their back on you so easily just because you don't give them what they want. And not eventually, they know you're the real deal. They know that. And they know deep down inside that they are not the real deal. They know they are not on your level. They don't have a mind of their own. They're so lost in society. They're so used to being a certain way. They're so used to people pleasing. They're so used to mirroring other people and acting like the person they're talking to. They just mirror. You know what I mean? They don't have a mind and a personality and a voice of their own. They don't have it. But anyways, guys, I truly believe this is why the world is messed up today. I really do. This is why people are messed up. It all stems down to low self-esteem within these people. And I've dated multiple girls that had low self-esteem. They looked amazing, you know, had all the potential in the world, but they flunked it. And there's nothing I can do about that, because on my end, I showed up. I did what I had to do. And I even lost a lot of friends because of low self-esteem. I become more and more and more confident, more stronger. And they're just not getting better. They start to hate. They start to become distant. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm still want to hang out. I'm still want to be friends. But they got their own issues now. They got their own problems now, and it's whatever. So it really all comes down to, guys, when it's all said and done, when you really look into it, it's low self-esteem. We need more confident people. We need more real people. We need more truth seekers is what we need. Not all these people that have low self-esteem that's looking for attention, because they're just looking to use you. I got used many times. And before I knew what real shit was and seeing things for what it is, it used to affect my confidence, because I'm like, am I not good enough? This and not that and this. No. I was always more superior and better than these people, and I'm just going to be honest. Always. And they knew it. Because guess how many times everybody else wants to come back? And they would leave for reasons where it's not necessarily screwing you completely over, even though I did get screwed over by some people. And even those people came back. I got let go sometimes of certain girls that I dated, and it was like I invested a lot of time into these people, but they knew themselves that they can't meet up to your standards. They can't go with you, because that's not where they're going, and they know it. So they have to let it go. And at the time, you're like, damn. You're like, damn. But then you look back and you think, and it's like, they could not have handled it, and they even admitted that themselves. You just thought they used that as an excuse to get out, but it was the truth. Because look at these people now. Look what they are now. Look who they're with now. And look who you are now. And they're not on your tip. So this is what it all comes down to, guys. Basically. There's no other way of saying it. And honestly, I'm just sick of these people. There's certain people that I'm around today. I have a few close friends today, and I have some acquaintances. That they're not bad people, but I just don't fully trust them yet. I just can't call them a good friend. There's certain things, you know, you gotta give people time sometimes. I'm not just gonna throw everybody under the bus. But I got a few close people. They're confident people. I love confident people. I can trust confident people. That's who you can trust. You can trust other confident people. You cannot trust unconfident people, because they're so unpredictable and just dumb. Like, they do dumb things because they're unconfident. They have all these issues. It's going to rub off on you. They're going to bring more issues to you because they have so damn many that they are not overcoming. Period. And you know what, guys? I made so many good points in this video. And I could keep going for probably another 5-10 minutes, but I'm going to end this one now, because I do have another video to do, so I'm going to get to that one. I hope you guys enjoyed this take. I hope you guys can take a lot from this video. This probably motivated a lot of people, as it should. If I listened to this myself whenever I was younger, whenever I didn't know as much as I know now, it would have really struck gold with me, and I'd be like, damn, let's freaking go, bruh. You know what I mean? So let's go, bruh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get what's ours. Let's take what's ours. Forget the rest of the people. We gotta leave them behind. I had this mentality for years now. For years. This ain't nothing new under the sun for me. I had this mentality for years. I started figuring people out for years. And I'm currently doing the best I've ever been doing in my entire life. And it's a blessing. And we only continue to up this. That's what we're doing. And then we end up with more confident people, more trustworthy people, more fun and loving and energetic people. That's what it comes down to. So, I'll be back in the next video, guys.